1. Happiness, an extraordinary life. Happiness is not a state that we can demand. We cannot decide to be happy. It is a byproduct of doing life well, with meaning. It's not a matter of, I'm going to be happy today. It is, I'm going to achieve happy. A state of contentment and happiness comes from learning, growing, building, creating, and loving. So many people sit idle, complaining that they are not happy. Why would we be happy if we're not building our lives? If we are simply treading water, happiness is not an end point. If we expect to just be happy, research has shown that we are more likely to be depressed, anxious, and lonely. A strange analogy. If we want to warm our body temperature, we move our body, we exercise. We can't just sit there and say, I want my body to be warm. I want it to just happen spontaneously. I demand it. Our doing creates the body warmth. That is our responsibility. So too with happiness. It is our doing, our living that creates our happy. Clients come into my psychology practice saying, I'm not happy. They do not like my response of, well, why would you be? You're not living. Let's start living. This idea of I ought to be happy, expressed like a demand, is a dangerous idea. It's as if we receive happy from the universe rather than create our conditions to experience joy. This seems to be a contemporary disease in Western society, a sense that we're entitled to be happy and a fear of sadness. We actually become anxious because we have an expectation that we should just be happy. And if we're not, we feel as if we're missing out. Happiness has not been delivered to us on a platter. Happiness could equally be called wholeness. We must create this wholeness. Happiness equals wholeness. The question of happiness can be traced back 2,300 years ago to Aristotle, who concluded that the individual is actually in charge of their own happiness. Abraham Lincoln agreed, famously saying, most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. It is within most people's power, regardless of their circumstances, to decide to become happier, rather than living on autopilot. So many people walk around with a sense of meaninglessness. They seem half asleep, even when they're busy doing things they think are important. Rather than chasing dissolving distractions like a busy daily fluster or a focus on image and status, the way you get meaning into your life is to devote yourself to loving others, your community around you, and to create something that gives you purpose. As will be explained later on, it's not what is happening in our lives, but our interpretation of our life circumstances that leads to our happiness. We as individuals need to privately learn to control our inner experiences to determine the quality of our lives. Our interpretation of our life circumstances leads to our happiness. We cannot directly reach for happiness. It is the beautiful byproduct of a life lived well. Happy people lead vigorous lives. They are open to a variety of experiences. They keep on learning until the day they die, and they have strong ties and commitments to other people and to the environment in which they live. They find enjoyment in whatever they do. Even if it is difficult or tedious, they are rarely bored, and they can work with anything that comes their way. They can take it in their stride. Undoubtedly, their degree of adaptability is their greatest strength. Happiness is the lovely side effect of living well. It is the living well that needs to be our focus and our responsibility, not happiness. I've realized how strong I have become. I'm not insecure anymore. Reggie, 29-year-old client. Being happy has extraordinary benefits. Happier people live longer and have fewer health problems. Positive emotions protect us and lessen the effects of aging. Happier people have better health habits and immune systems and lower blood pressure.